Welcome back to the show.
What did you think about that story on the 3/4 scale late models?
Well, you looked rather at home. What did you think about sitting in it?
Well, actually, it was a little snug. It felt like it was form-fitted for me. And I'm surprised about that because most drivers are larger than I am.
Well, let's take a look at the 3/4 scale late models in action at Marion Center Speedway. The 15-lap feature began with the 21 of Max Wilkinson on the pole, with Jason Fosnaught making his 3/4 scale late model debut in the 18 ride. Wilkinson gets freight trained off of turn 2 by the 14 of Patrick Waugh and Dane Laraway in the number 1. On the 3rd lap, Waugh dives inside of Fosnaught in turn 3 to take over the lead. Laraway also follows suit as Fosnaught falls back to 3rd. On a restart, Laraway gets the jump on Waugh while the 27 of Rick Ament joins the mix. Waugh and Ament are side by side entering 1, but Waugh holds on to 2nd place exiting turn 2. Waugh would spin on lap 6, relinquishing the 2nd spot. Ament drag races Laraway into turn 1 on the restart, but settles into 2nd by the time they exit turn 2. After another caution, Laraway starts to pull away while Chris Frank in the 49 chases Wilkinson for the 3rd spot, but he loops it in turn 3, and we stay green as he continues to roll on. Laraway would go unchallenged the rest of the way to claim yet another victory in the 3/4 scale late models. Rick Ament, Max Wilkinson, Jason Fosnaught, and Patrick Waugh round out the top 5. The limited late models and 4-cylinder features were rained out shortly after this event.
You don't have to wait for this weekend to enjoy racing. There are some special weekday events as well. Here are some races to consider for this week. Lincoln Speedway will move their program to Thursday night this week with a show that benefits the Eastern Museum of Motor Racing. It's a time trial event for the 410 sprints. The 358s are also on the card. The ULMS Super Late Models are in action at McKean County Raceway this Thursday for the Jim Duffy Memorial. The night's schedule also includes the Fast Track Late Models. Then the series makes an appearance at Lernerville Speedway on Friday night. The UEMS Modifieds are also on tap for the evening. The Revolution Ron Straight Championship, which was canceled on July 3rd, will run this Saturday at Heston Speedway. The 55-lap 3-State Flyers Super Late Models race pays $5,100 to the winner. The UFO Super Late Models go topless this Saturday at PPMS. $5,000 goes to the winner of the 51-lap Tri-State Super Series event. Also on Saturday, Grandview Speedway welcomes the URC Sprints to their evening schedule. The program also includes the 358 Modifieds. And the street stocks are in the spotlight at Erie Speedway on Sunday. The Willie Apple Memorial pays $2,000 to the winner. The Connor Bobick Memorial, which was rained out on Sunday at Dog Hollow Speedway, has been rescheduled for this coming Sunday. This will include 410 sprints, ULMS late models, and fast track late models. In addition to those events, the World of Outlaw Sprint Cars will be making a visit to the Keystone State this week.
Their first stop will be Tuesday at Lernerville Speedway. I was able to speak with PR Director Eric Westendorf about the event.
On Tuesday, July 17th, we have the World of Outlaw Sprint Cars coming to the action track. Still the only event on their schedule, and their schedule goes from February to November. Still the only night anywhere in the country you can see 2 features in one night. The Silver Cup Twin 30s, we tried to format a few years ago. Raving success, the drivers love it, the fans love it. A regular 30-lap feature, $10,000 to the winner, and then we invert all the lead lap cars. So if 20 cars finish on the lead lap, whoever started 20th in the first feature will start on the pole, and the winner starts 20th. So you'll have a lot of guys, and it's kind of a chess match, because if you get late in the race and you're not leading, you'll see some of those guys start to let off a little bit to position themselves for the second feature. But it's really a neat event, because the only place you get to see 2 features in one night, and the only time you get to hear Johnny Gibson do his trademark, Lernerville Speedway, you wanted the best, you got them 4 abreast. So to get that twice a night is just a thrill in and of itself.
And it's nice to see the locals competing for the biggest purse on the tour.
Yeah, and a couple years ago, Danny Holkraver, our champion that year, was on he was the last car in the lead lap for the last 4 or 5 laps and got past in turns 3 and 4 on the last lap, or he would have started on the pole for the feature. And that, to have one of our guys on the pole for a World of Outlaws feature would be phenomenal.
The World of Outlaws sprint car teams will also be at Williams Grove this Friday and Saturday. Whether you like sprint cars, late models, or street stocks, there are plenty of events to choose from.
Now you know where. Maybe we'll see you there.
Thanks again for joining us this week. Until next time, remember, if you want to contribute to the growth of our sport,
quite simply, support those who support racing.
This has been a production of WHVL Sports.